So, what feeds you? Like, when you're empty, when you're running low, when the world gets heavy, what feeds you? We're going to think about that today on Now What Devotions from Trinity Lutheran and Cyrus. So I've had a tough week and needed to change the pace this morning. So got some work done in the office, and then I came over here and had big breakfast. And my day is looking up. We're in the book of John this week, chapter 6. And thinking about this, Jesus, we're still talking about the bread of life. But Jesus, these folks want food, and he goes, guys, that's not the thing. The food is not the thing that feeds you. What is real life? I want to bring you into real life. And what is it that is going to sustain you for that now and forever? And he goes on to point out that it's him. So I think this text is hard. I think it's hard because it's asking us to do some important work, which is to know what it is that feeds us, to know what real life is versus the world that we live in all the time. Because remember, we believe that there's more than just this hard, concrete, wood, physical stuff, that like the spiritual aspect matters, the way we do things matter, the relationships matter, forgiveness and grace and love, that those are real and maybe more real than all of the physical part of this world. And not that that isn't real, but that in a lot of ways, that's the hash browns carrying all the good stuff of this life. Like, you got to have the hash browns, but really for me, the hash browns are a vehicle for cheese, onions, and spice, like hot stuff. Like, that's what I love. Kind of like pancakes are the vehicle for syrup or jam, dependent, right? In some way, the life that we live, the day to day, is a carrier that is holding up the more important things. How to love, how to, like Jesus says in our text, Jesus is going to put people back together, stand them up on their own 2 feet before the end of time. Part of how we do that is follow, is listen, is learn to deal with each other, learn to work, but also learn to relax, learn to love. That's what reality looks like from the Christian point of view. It's more than just what we see. To really think about these texts with the bread of life, you have to be in the mindset that what Jesus says when he's saying, I'm the bread of life, I'm the thing that gives you life. He's talking about real life. He's talking about the thing that's bigger than just the stuff we have to deal with. But there's a lot more. And it means that we have to be aware of that too. Are we fed? Are we okay? Are we being deeply fed? Not just superficially. Are we able to help others get what they really need? Forgiveness, love, belonging, truth, meaning, grace. All of these crucial things that sometimes get lost in the details of getting work done and fixing the things and getting by and paying the bills. That's your thought for this week. Are you being fed? How? Where does your faith play a role in that? Where do your relationships play a role? What is it that gives you life? And what is it that maybe you could step back from so that you could really embody that life? I'm Pastor Chris. Just had big breakfast. Signing off for Trinity and Lutheran and Cyrus for now.